If you open Pokemon Showdown right now and try to give Indeedee female Trick Room, it's going to tell you that it's not a legal move. If you go to Bulbapedia or Cerebi and you scroll through the regular moves that Indeedee female learns, Trick Room is not one of them. And yet, somehow, Trick Room female Indeedee is a Pokemon that you can obtain legally in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Let's talk about it. Now, if you played competitive Pokemon during Sword and Shield, you know that female Indeedee does not learn Trick Room, and male Indeedee is the one that learns Trick Room. They're very similar Pokemon. It's one of those Pokemon with weird gender differences. The male one is a little bit more offensive, has more offensive moves, and gets Trick Room for some reason. And the female one does not get Trick Room. It gets more support-oriented moves like Follow Me and stuff like that. The reason that you can obtain Trick Room female Indeedee legally in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet right now is because of Terra Raid battles. If you don't know how Terra Raid battles work, Pokemon in those raid battles have a chance of having egg moves and TM moves that they would not normally know if you caught them in the wild. This is why you can get female Indeedee with Trick Room, because female Indeedee and male Indeedee share the same exact move list of moves that they can gain exclusively from these raid battles. So, i.e. male Indeedee learns Trick Room via TM. Now, female Indeedee can get that through raid battles because it's one of those moves that male Indeedee can have if you catch it in a raid battle. Everybody right now is waiting with bated breath to find out if Trick Room female Indeedee is legal for competitive play, because it kind of becomes default the best Trick Room setter. It's pretty bulky, it sets up psychic terrain for itself and its partner, and it has redirection. So if you lead female Indeedee and another Trick Room setter, your opponent has to basically play a 50-50 guessing game over which Pokemon is going to click Trick Room. Because if they do what most sensible people would do in this situation, just target the Trick Room Pokemon, and if you decide not to follow me, you'll hit the Trick Room Pokemon, and if you follow me, then you'll hit Indeedee, well, then they're going to not be in a very good position, because you can just protect that Pokemon and click Trick Room with Indeedee instead. It's kind of like having Farigiraf, but also if Farigiraf learned Follow Me. It's kind of insane. Now you might be telling yourself, well, obviously this is an illegal move. This isn't a move that female Indeedee learns. This isn't a move it's supposed to have. What about that Hydro Pump Drillbur that was available in that event raid in Sword and Shield? That was immediately made illegal. Well, here's the problem. Trick Room female Indeedee passes all of the legality checks to be used in online battles. So right now, if you have a Trick Room female Indeedee that you caught from a Terra raid, you can use it on the ranked ladder. You can use it on the ranked ladder. That's nuts. So for all intents and purposes, trading, ranked battles, linked battles, everything, the game is considering Trick Room female Indeedee to be a legal Pokemon. It does not fail any of the legality checks that Pokemon has built into the game right now. And we know that these checks are there because people have tested them, and they've tested female Indeedee against them, and female Indeedee passes every single time. So unless we get some kind of official word from the Pokemon Company or they patch it out, right now, Trick Room female Indeedee is basically legal. It's allowed in ranked battles. And if the in-person competitions use the same legality checker as the game has right now, and it uses the Series 1 rule set, that means that female Indeedee with Trick Room is legal for those tournaments. Now, there has been a side event recently. I believe it was in Germany. Don't quote me on that. I did it based on the flag. I might have gotten it wrong. But they had a side event recently where the head judge ruled that Trick Room female Indeedee was allowed, and people did use it in the tournament. So there you go. That's what's going on with female Indeedee right now. It's actually kind of nuts that this is a thing that exists, because it's not something that was ever supposed to exist, and obviously it's really, really good. Like I said, it's basically the best Trick Room setter if you can get your hands on one, and all you have to do is catch a female Indeedee from a raid, and there's a pretty good chance it's going to have Trick Room. It's important to note that this move cannot be passed down through breeding. It cannot be passed down with Mirror Herb. It cannot be forgotten and relearned or anything like that. You have to get it from the Terra raid battle, and that is the only way to obtain it. So it is a little bit more exclusive than a lot of moves that you'd be used to, but there are a couple of Pokemon with egg moves right now where there are no Pokemon in the game that can pass the egg move to them, but they can learn them through Terra raid battles. So it's really, really similar to those Pokemon. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Maybe I was nice and I threw some on the screen so that you could see them too. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think that Trick Room female Indeedee should be legal? Do you think that this is a massive oversight and like this should not be a thing that's allowed? Or do you think, yes, absolutely, this is a legal Pokemon that you can catch in the game through legitimate means? It should be allowed for anything. Let me know down in the comments and leave a like and go ahead and subscribe while you're there. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. We're so close. We might even hit 900 before I post this video, but as of the time of recording, we are at 894. If you want to be that subscriber that gets us to 900, please be my guest. We're trying to make as much competitive Pokemon content as we can to cover as many of the new Pokemon as we can, and I cannot do it without your support. So with that, everybody, my name is Andrew. I'll catch you guys next time.